The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a electric die grinder with a carbide grinding burn it, and I'm going to knock off all the extra casting flash on the engine. The sharp casting flash can create stress risers and ultimately create cracks. At the front of the motor, you see two bolts. These are actually plugs for the oil galley. And if you look real close, this one has a hole in it, which is actually a plug. This hole sprays oil in the timing chain. You want to keep that in a marine application. In some applications, you want to eliminate that on an Oldsmobile engine. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these, and I'm going to take the back plugs out. Make sure the oil galleys are free of blockage. I'm now going to remove the freeze plug at the back of the cam. The trick for that is get yourself a wooden dowel and you can shoot it right through the engine and knock it out from the front. I'm now going to pop the freeze plug out behind the left side oil galley. And the other side of that freeze plug is a plug that actually plugs the galley. So basically what I've done here is I've stripped this block all the way down, measured everything, discovered that everything's in spec, except for the cylinder bores. There's a little bit of taper on there, but it's not terrible. Pistons have a little bit of wear, but it's not bad. So at this point, I would have to make a decision. An awesome engine rebuild would have new rod bolts pressed in the connecting rod. But when you do that, you have to press off the piston. And you also have to have the big end of the rod resized because it'll become deformed. And if you got the piston off, you might as well go with a forged piston. And if you do that, you might as well bore the engine. And it becomes a big dollar rebuild. So here's where my budget part comes in, is I'm just going to go ahead and run these rods and pistons as they are. Probably will have some damage on it, so I'm going to have the machine shop match me up another one with a weight similar to this, and that should maintain the balance of the engine. Probably not going to do anything at all with the crank besides wash it. And the block, I'll probably have them put it on a honing machine to take some of the taper out of it, a little bit of the egg shape out of it. Taking a look at the cylinder head surface of this engine, I'm going to throw a straight edge on there. Excuse my straight edge, it's the best I've got. But this sucker is flat. Now every machine shop's going to tell you to have your block surfaced, but I like to avoid taking any material off if possible. We'll see how pitted it looks when it comes out of the wash. The last step I'm going to do before I drop this off at the machine shop is I'm going to go ahead and tap all the holes. Just basically going to chase the threads out. The idea behind this is you want to have accurate torque values when you put it together. A lot of crap in these threads. Blind bolt tap would actually be better than this, but I don't have one, so I'm gonna run what I brought. See the crud I got out of there.